Want to build your confidence as a mompreneur? Struggling with your self-esteem as you're growing a business and raising babies? Watch this video now for the exact 5 steps that you need to successfully grow a business and raise a baby, or as I call it, raising twins. Hi, I'm Kimberly Spencer, high-performance coach and founder of CrownYourself.com, mom to one very precocious toddler, Declan, and mom to one on the way. For the best leadership and entrepreneur advice to help you fearlessly claim your power, build your empire, and crown yourself, subscribe to this YouTube channel and be sure to hit the bell to get notified every Tuesday and Friday when a new video goes live. One of my clients was a mom of 2 boys, newly divorced, and was struggling to find her groove and was, frankly, in her words, a hot mess. After working together, she said, "I have stood up more for myself and what I want in the past few months than in 52 years. Now that is some mompreneur confidence and self-esteem. Having coached high achievers for the past 5 years, I've noticed that there's this misperception of confidence, that because you don't know how to do something, that somehow means that you're not confident. You see, confidence isn't born. And while some people may appear to be naturally confident or cocky or self-assured, rest assured that no one is born confident in anything except for the ability to successfully poop themselves, cry when they're hungry, and sleep. And if you read any biographies of any of the great leaders or influencers, from Dr. Martin Luther King to Malala to Oprah to Sheryl Sandberg to Steve Jobs, they all admit to feeling fear at some point in their lives. Because being confident is not the absence of fear. And I've been there and I get it. I mean, I lacked so much confidence when I was a kid. I didn't even speak in kindergarten for 6 months. I stalked my best friend like a creepy person, following her around the playground just to get her to talk to me because I was too scared to even open my mouth. And anytime I would get called on in kindergarten to answer a question in class, I would be so petrified to open my mouth, to voice my answer, and I had such a fear of being wrong that I would pee myself. Literally. So if you think that because I speak on international stages and have spoken in front of thousands of people and have a podcast and a YouTube channel, that somehow that means that I was magically born confident, I can guarantee you I was not. Just ask Mrs. Lukish. But over the years, I figured it out. So here are my 5 steps to build your confidence and boost your self-esteem in any area of your life, especially if you're a mompreneur. Number 1, confidence is cultivated. Confidence is only found through action. The more you practice those big, bold actions that totally freak you out, the more confident you will become. Fear will never totally leave you, but in many ways that's a good thing. Fear is biologically wired into us to help us survive. But remember, confidence is not the absence of fear, but rather working with it. Confidence is cultivated through acts of courage. Practicing big, bold actions is a skill set. It is strengthening your courage muscle. And like any other muscle, it has got to be worked out and strengthened daily for it to grow stronger. It's up to you to decide whether you're going to throw your courage into the CrossFit fires or take your courage to a beginner yoga class. You get to decide the intensity level that you work that courage muscle. And as you practice courage, which makes you more confident, you will feel more competent in what it is that you're working on. So let's start exercising that courage muscle now. What is one action step that you can take that maybe is something that you've been avoiding for a while taking action on, that you know will bring you one step further to that goal or that dream that you're working toward? What is that one act of courage that you know in your gut that you should be doing and let me know in the comments below. Number 2, get in your 10,000 falls. Just like a baby isn't born able to walk, a baby has to strengthen its legs, its core, its butt, its hips to be able to successfully pull itself up just to get to the toddling phase. Watching my son build the confidence to start walking was one of the greatest learning experiences of my life. When I watched him learn how to walk, I saw him fall so many times.
Go, go, go. Oh, no. And go.
Almost.
So close. So close.
On average, a baby falls 10,000 times before successfully learning how to walk confidently. In Malcolm Gladwell's book, Outliers, he points out that it takes about 10,000 hours to get to the level of mastery and confidence in anything. So I'm not surprised that a baby falls 10,000 times. Yet the thing is that if you haven't gotten your 10,000 hours in, then it's no wonder you're not feeling 100% confident yet. You just gotta keep putting in the time. Allow for the 10,000 falls. So what's the difference between you and a baby? Well, a baby keeps getting up after it falls. Sometimes as adults, we don't give ourselves the opportunity to fall and fail 10,000 times. A baby keeps getting up. Sometimes we gotta model what our children are doing and just keep getting back up.
Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. It's okay. Get back on your feet.
And here's how. Number 3, separate your falls from your identity. A baby doesn't assume a fall equals imminent failure. Yet so often, as adults, when we fail or fall or make a mistake or up, we assume that means it's us, that means it's our identity, that we're a failure. No. You just fell. For example, when you see a baby fall, they're normally more shocked than scared. And if you look on their faces, they're searching for the reaction as to how do they react to this fall. If you as the parent make that fall seem like no big deal, they'll make it seem like no big deal.
Go, go, go. Whoop. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. It's a bonk. It's a bonk. Yeah, it's a bonk.
If you make that fall seem like a huge thing and put fear and anxiety into that fall, then they will also put fear and anxiety and they will mirror your reaction. But it's up to us as the parents as to how big a deal we make their falls. They're learning from us. The same is true as we are learning from each other. How big of a deal are you making your falls, your mistakes, your messes, your failures, your f-ups? And how big a deal are the people around you making of those falls and failures? And speaking of the people around you, this brings us to step number 4. Normalize success. Do you ever see a baby questioning if they're ever going to walk? No, that would be ridiculous. Why? Because everyone around a baby, for the most part, is walking upright on 2 legs. Even if you have parents with disabilities as a child, you still see a majority of the human population walking around on 2 legs. It makes it normal. Our brains are wired to survive, so when we see everyone else doing something, our brain thinks, oh, that's how I can survive. And that's what's going on in a baby's brain. They see everyone else around them walking confidently and easily and effortlessly on 2 legs for the most part, and they think, oh, if they can, of course I'm going to be able to do that too. The success of walking on 2 legs looks normal. So they're not questioning if, they're just waiting until when and figuring it out as they fall and tumble and work through the process of getting up on 2 legs. Their success is inevitable because they see everyone else around them doing it, as in walking on two legs, like it's, and here's the key, no big deal. There is both an expectation and an obviousness that they will be successfully able to do it. So the question is, are you surrounding yourself with people who make achieving what you want seem normal? Are you surrounding yourself with people who have done or are already doing the thing that is that you want to achieve? You've heard the saying, you are most like the 5 people you spend the most time with. So let's say you want to start achieving 10K months in your business. Are the friends that you chat with on a regular basis, are they entrepreneurs doing 10K a month or more in their businesses? Are you collaborating and working with people who make 10K a month seem easy and effortless? Like they're already making 15 and 20K, so 10K is like a walk in the park. When you talk to someone who regularly hits 10K months in their business, it'll make your goal of hitting your first 10K seem normal. In fact, they may even make it seem easy. Versus talking with someone who's never hit a 10K month before or who sporadically hits a 10K month every now and then, well, they'll probably tell you about what they're trying to do or how hard they're working at getting at 10K, but it's not at a place where it seems normal for them. In that case, it's like the blind leading the blind, or really, the baby leading the baby. With babies, studies show that babies who have an older sibling tend to walk and talk a little faster simply because they have that example of someone who's a few steps ahead of them that they can shadow, mirror, or mimic. So even if someone is a few steps ahead of you in your business, maybe they're making a little bit more money more consistently than you are, by spending time with them, that speeds up your learning process of being able to normalize that new result as being a part of your identity. And speaking of 10K months, be sure to grab my 10K client closing tool. I will show you the exact strategies that I use to start closing 10K months with absolute ease using this one simple NLP technique. And lastly, step number 5, place your confidence properly. You are not going to feel confident when you are trying anything new. It's new! You've never done it before. All of those fear receptors in your mind are going to be firing off like crazy. Why? Because you've never done it before. This is just a misplacement of your confidence. You're placing confidence in the thing you've never done before, whereas instead, place your confidence in your ability to figure it out. So just trust yourself. Trust that you know how to figure things out. I mean, you have successfully figured out how to live life, how to do life up until this point. And if you're still stuck in the dungeon of doubt and doubting yourself, then take a look at all the evidence up until this point of everything you have been able to successfully figure out in your life up till now. You've successfully figured out how to watch this YouTube video and share it. So whatever it is you are looking to achieve next in your business or with your family or in your personal life, trust that you have the skill set right now to be able to figure out the first next step and then take that next step in courage. To quote the great Dr. Martin Luther King, take the first step in faith. You don't have to see the whole staircase, just take the first step. Now you know how to build more confidence and self-esteem, but what do you really need to focus on to grow your business to the next level? Be sure to grab my 10K client closing tool. I will show you the exact strategies that I use to start closing 10K months with absolute ease in my business. And if you want to join a society of sovereigns, of leaders who are showing up, serving from their soul, and choosing to stand out authentically AF, then be sure to jump into my Crown Yourself community on Facebook. If you like this video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. As always, my fellow sovereigns, own your throne, mind your business, because your reign is now. Check out these videos next for how to shift from 5 to 6 figures in your business. I have so much makeup covering up the fact that I have a cold. So much makeup. That's normal. It's normal, right? Bonus lesson number 6, start being a baby, because then your brain has more neuroplasticity to be able to grow and learn faster.